Unexpected knockout moments caught on camera. You know what's more fun than watching knockouts? Me neither. So let's get to it. Here we'll take a look at some knockouts that you've probably never seen before, and that are hard to see coming. Here are unexpected knockouts caught on camera. Number 20. So, like a spinning jump switch kick, a 360 to set up a jumping switch kick, there are a few things to call it, but unexpected is at the top of the list. This kick lands so hard that it knocks the headgear off the opponent. Oh, it also knocked him out too. That's worth mentioning. You know it's a vicious kick when it sounds like someone taking a bite out of a crisp apple. Let's spin and jump into the next knockout. Number 19. Here we have a fun Taekwondo match. Blue Glove starts out being the aggressor, but I got a feeling that Red Gloves knows a thing or two about counter-striking. The first wheel kick narrowly misses, but the second one lands right on the button. Blue Gloves goes to sleep and probably dreams that he landed that kick himself because, wow, that was a thing of beauty. This is why it's important to drill techniques on both sides. The left leg didn't finish the job, but the right leg was ready. Let's change the pace and check out a KO in a martial art with not very many knockouts. Yeah, whatever. It's not like a knockout, but the dude is out. The guy on the bottom here is attempting a guillotine choke. The person on top transitions to what is typically the safe side, but not when his lapel is being held onto. This is what's called a loop choke. Our guy finishes it from a fireman carry position, puts his opponent to sleep, and lays him down before the referee, referees. This is one of my favorite submissions of all time, be it MMA or just BJJ. Number 17. The Sweet Science. Blink and you'll miss this one. The pugilist in red throws a nasty cross as his opponent tried to circle away from that very power hand. He wasn't fast enough though. Seriously, that right hand was like a piston. The shot landed flush on the chin, and that's all it takes. Our man in blue tried to get up, and he might have had it been a 120 count instead of a 10 count. Ready for more boxing action? Number 16. Have you ever zigged when you should have zagged? Well, this guy didn't even zig. Boxing is the sweet science because of how it simultaneously incorporates offense and defense. When one is lacking, trouble is sure to spring up. The guy on the left got into a fisticuff firefight but had no thought of moving his head. As a result, he was stunned and dropped. While this guy was pretty stationary, these next dudes. Number 15. Karate fighters are scary. I know it's not the most effective martial art, but look how fast these dudes are. This and Taekwondo is like watching human Beyblades. The two competitors are sizing each other up and throwing some fast kicks, but nothing is super effective until the man with the orange belt blitzes in and is met with a super fast roundhouse kick to the chin. Shin meet chin. Chin meet shin. Number 14. Have you ever heard the expression, folded like a lawn chair? Have you ever seen a good, figurative example of that expression? Let's take a look. These dudes are exchanging some fast body shots from up close, but as soon as they step back into kicking range, bam! The man on the left spins and lands a beautiful spinning hook kick. Say it with me, folded like a lawn chair. Number 13. This one's a bit harder to see, but it's there. Judo is one of those sports that hurt, but people aren't exactly getting slept in it. However, the blue belt here ends up on the wrong side of a toss and hits his head. His opponent then attacked an armbar, and luckily the rocked fighter had the wherewithal to tap out before he got his arm broken. This could have been very scary had he fully gone out though. Are you enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to drop a like on it. Leave a comment and give us your thoughts on these clips. I double dare you. Also, check out our other videos and subscribe. We cover all the most exciting moments in martial arts, so if you like action, you come to the right place. Number 12. These karate knockouts are so gnarly. Like, I'm not even sure what happened here, but it was obviously effective. The two are banging it out in very close range for pretty much the entirety of this match. However, when the shorter guy got some range, he typed in some cheat codes and then threw a jumping, spinning, sacrifice-type kick, and this found its home on his opponent's head. I'm still not entirely sure how he maneuvered his body like this, but I'm not going to question this sick KO too much. Let's get into the next clip. Number 11. One way to lose in any martial art is to get complacent. While one of these competitors is setting stuff up from a single-leg takedown threat, the other guy is standing there looking bored. The attacker wraps his lapel around his opponent's leg to make sure he can't counter. Then he steps behind him and gives him a one-way ticket to Suplex City. I've been there, not a fan. Oh, also, another way to lose in any martial art is to do illegal stuff. This suplex was illegal, so he was disqualified. So, I think both parties learned something here. Number 9. Let's hop straight into this one. This is an amateur fight with a familiar face. The guy in red eats a right hand and goes stiff. This is a beautiful knockout that aged well for the winner. Seeing how the man he knocked out is Cody Garbrandt, who won the UFC bantamweight title in impressive fashion. But wow, back to this KO. This right hand finds the mark beautifully, and the follow-up shots weren't needed at all. Number 8. Speaking of unnecessary follow-up shots, look at this beautiful axe kick. Personally, I hate this kick. I think it's a low percentage technique, but when it lands, it's pretty cool. This kick landed flush and a right hand followed, putting his opponent out. However, his body did the mannequin thing instead of going down, so he unfortunately ate a few more power shots for his trouble. The effortlessness with which the kick was landed is a thing of beauty, though. Number 7. I absolutely love Muay Thai. These competitors are savages in the ring. Blue Gloves lands a heavy body kick early and changes the pace. He then lands an elbow followed by a left hook that absolutely floors his opponent. Red Gloves was unable to answer the 10 count, and I don't think anybody was shocked by this. Those are some serious bombs thrown his way. Number 6. Do you ever see an amateur fighter that looks like they should be professional? Take a look at this mismatch of a fight. The lanky fighter in gray here is Sammy Woods. His poor opponent just doesn't have any answers for the task in front of him. Similar to McGregor when he was on the regional scene, Woods shows a lot of personality in his striking. Woods keeps his opponent circling the perimeter of the cage, and then shows him what his foot looks like up close. His opponent goes out and dramatically slumps into a sitting position, making this KO look so much more brutal. Number 5. Ready for another familiar face? We have Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, everyone's favorite nice guy that knows how to fight. This is back when he was doing karate for WCL. Thompson, seen here in black, uses his lead leg to keep his opponent at bay. Thompson blitzes in with some punches and the two separate. His opponent throws a roundhouse kick that's blocked and countered with a roundhouse by Stephen. This kick lands perfectly and sends his opponent to the shadow realm for a bit. This same kick would give Thompson a lot of success as his career went forward. Definitely worth checking out his highlights. Number 4. Are you familiar with the chicken dance in fighting? It's when someone gets rocked and they can't really control their legs. Scary stuff, but kind of funny to see. The man in black eats a hook that found its way over his check hook. This rattled him, and he's now out there looking like a baby deer on the ice. Somehow the referee thinks he's coherent enough to keep fighting, and the punches just keep coming in. There's such a thing as being too tough for one's good, and that's on full display right here. Number 3. Raymond Daniels, let's see what you got. Kidding. I already know that this guy's a killer at spinning techniques and has a flair for the flashy stuff. In this match, he and his opponent engage in a bar brawl type exchange. Daniels gets the better of it, and his opponent is on the wrong end of a mandatory 8 count. He responds to this count, but in hindsight, he should have stayed down. Daniels then hits this guy with a 2-touch kick. This is easily one of the most fun-looking techniques to watch, but we don't see it that much because it's super hard. Daniels lands it beautifully though, and leaves no doubt that the fight is over. Number 2. Deontay Wilder is one of the heaviest-handed men to walk this earth. I'm convinced he doesn't have a signature because they don't make pens strong enough for him. Want to see how heavy he hits? Check this out. Wilder lures Helenius in by circling the ring and seeming a bit hesitant. Helenius bites on the trap and lunges in, only to be met with that patented Wilder power. One right hand was all it took. Number 1. When talking about Muay Thai legends, it's impossible not to mention Sanchai, maybe even more than once. Let's look at one of his most iconic finishes. We see Sanchai throw a jumping leg kick and then spamming attacks on the same leg momentarily before tossing his opponent to the side. Of course, Sanchai shows respect and looks like he's having more fun than my kid at the birthday party I may have themed for myself. I don't care if he's just 1 year old. How do you not like bouncy houses? To finish the fight, Sanchai lands a beautiful jumping switch kick, and it lands as perfectly as possible. His opponent goes down, and the stock of Sanchai continue to rise. Well, that does it for the video. Again, make sure to leave a like. We do appreciate it. Subscribe and hit that bell icon to make sure you never miss out on any future videos. Anything you want to see next? Drop a comment and let us know. Thanks again for watching the video. Until next time.